What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So there's a position that I've talked about plenty of times, and a few that are not in my thumbnails. But I mentioned it over on Twitter. I put something on Twitter, and I want to show you guys what I put on Twitter here. Now, if we go over to my Twitter, if you guys want to follow me at Perry8K, you can follow me there. You're gonna see the latest tweet that I had, which was an hour ago. I tried to tell y'all about Aptos. Now, some people in the comments were like, hey, you didn't try and tell us about anything. You have no mention of Aptos, and now Aptos is running, and now you're saying something about it. Understand that if I say something, there is truth behind it. I have mentioned Aptos plenty of times, actually at launch. I mentioned it, not before, but at launch, I did talk about it and give my perspective and understanding of where things will go and what I was doing with it. And I talked to some people. Some people made a decision to buy some, and it was definitely good to see people actually go through with not just like buying it when I like say, hey, I'm getting this, or I'm interested in this. It's about researching it, and the amount of people that reached out to me and said, hey, I researched this project and I was looking into this. Have you looked into that? And giving me a couple of pieces of information, as well as me giving them information and going back and forth and talking about this. It was great to be able to have those discussions. That's my goal for this channel, is to have these discussions that give you a little bit more information to where you can buy a position and be comfortable with that purchase. But anyways, I mentioned Aptos, and I'm going to be mentioning it in this video. And basically, this is a video with the same thing. I've tried to tell y'all about Aptos. Aptos made a huge gain in the last month, and you're going to see as we do go through this. So guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you guys check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel quite a bit. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter at Perry8K, you can follow me over there. Don't forget to follow my Patreon, which is where I usually tell people where I'm going to buy, where I'm going to sell, what's going to happen with everything. So I wanted to make sure that everybody knows about that, or everybody that's close to me with, having these conversations, or I guess Patreon, you would be able to know when I'm making a purchase, and when they're making a purchase as well, having that conversation again. But yeah, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. But let's go ahead and talk about Aptos. Now, again, I want to show you guys that I have talked about Aptos a while ago. It wasn't something that just recently came up. If you go to YouTube and you type in Matthew Perry Aptos, you're going to see 3 videos that come up. Now, I have other videos out there to where I mention it. It's in like sleeper coins and like top coins or top movers and all of that stuff. I did mention them a bunch of times, but the first time I mentioned them was about 2 months ago, and it got about 6,000 views. It wasn't really like crazy. It was when we did see launch. And then I had another video about a day ago, and I did have another video 2 months ago talking about Aptos. Now, the one a day ago, I was on the Not Financial Advice channel. If you guys want to subscribe to that, the link is in the description. But I talked about it a bunch of times because it does have a ton of potential here. Now, as we were going through that and throughout that time, I ended up making an investment in Aptos. So I bought about 40, I bought 38, I believe, Aptos. Now, I just recently sold my initial investment. Now, I understand that you want to believe in this going forward, and I do believe in it going forward. The only thing that does scare me is the dilution potential throughout time, but I still do hold about 10 Aptos, as you can see here. I still do hold about 10, at which my gain was about $220 or $220. So I ended up taking my initial investment plus $100 gain and leaving $130 in there. Now, it all depends on what happens. If things do run a little bit more, then we still have those gains. If they don't run, and things start to fall back to previous lows, maybe to $10 or $9, or even back down to a lower low of like $3 or $5, then I have more money to invest in buying more Aptos if I believe that it can go further. So anyways, let's take you into the project and show you kind of what it's all about so far. So first, let's start with Coinbase to show you guys the typical days of hold time. That's the best place to look at that. So typical days of hold time is about 7 days for Aptos. People are holding it for a little bit longer than normal, especially for a newer position. unless you had some sort of APY with it. And the fact that it does not have that, that's where you're not seeing as much of a hold time, but you are seeing better than average on a regular cryptocurrency that comes across Coinbase or any platform really. Now the circulating supply is at 159 million. If you go over here to Coin Market Cap, you're going to see that the circulating supply is low compared to the total supply. And you have 159 million, but 159 million can definitely get you further, especially with how things are being spread out. Now, when it comes to the dilution potential, we understand the dilution potential is high. However, it's in certain time frames that you would have that diluted. It's not all at once. So don't think they're going to just add on, 800 plus million coins out of nowhere and get this up to a $13.8 billion market cap. Because if that does, it will probably be diluted to a way lower price, because obviously it's holding at a $2.1 billion market cap. But currently we're seeing this up to $13.36. It's up about another 8% today. We saw it at a high of $14.13 and a low today of $11.71. And you're probably like, how did this move 400%? You say 400% in the title. How did it move 400%? Well, if you go back the month, it's actually moved well over 400%. Seeing it at $3 of a low this last month and now seeing it at $14, you could have not only doubled or tripled, or you could have quadrupled plus your investment if you did invest at those lows. Now, did I invest at the lows? No. The reason why I didn't invest at the lows is not because I didn't believe in it. It's because I'm not investing in any more cryptocurrencies right now until tax season is over. So that's my whole spiel. That's my whole issue with, and I'm upset that I didn't buy it then. I would love to have bought it then, and I would have doubled down and tripled down into that because I invested at $7, and then just sold at $14 to capture my initial investment plus a little bit of profit. And some other people bought it like $8 and they were like, oh, it came down to $3. Is this going to make a move? And I was like, yeah, I believe that this will make a move. It has a lot of strength in it. And it ended up making a move. So I don't know if those people are happy. I haven't reached out to them. But hopefully they are. And hopefully they just didn't sell at the bottom and get in that trend of buying high and selling low, because that will absolutely suck. But anyways, like I said, Aptos is a great position. If you guys want to know what it is, and we have other videos out here that are explaining it. This video is 17 minutes long, breaking this down. And then we also have other videos that really go into this deeper as well. So with the 2.5 billion in volume that we saw in 48 hours, and it just looked really good at that time. Now, it's not seeing a ton of views, and I don't think this video will see a ton of views. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But letting you guys know that there are great plays that are out there, and I let people know about Aptos. It doesn't mean that everything that I let you know about is going to absolutely skyrocket. It means do some research into it, because once you do research into a lot of these plays, you find out that yes, it does have an opportunity. Yes, I can make money with this. And yes, it is going to be a big project in the end with a solid use case, right? So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button. Hopefully you guys can check out some of my other channels. My golf channel has been kind of taken off a little bit lately, and we just hit 196,000 subscribers, on the road to 200,000. So if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I know there's a bunch of people that are new that come here. So if you could subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. But guys, I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya.